When I have a successful morning, I'm happier, and then I get more successful days in the future, which leads to successful months and years and life. Welcome to the Frugal Fit Mom podcast. This is Christine, your host. I'm very excited about the topic that we are talking about today. I feel this topic in my soul, and it comes down to one phrase. It is win the morning and win the day. This is all about the benefits of a morning routine. So if you're anything like me, you find yourself being highly distracted first thing in the morning. These days, I am highly distracted first thing in the morning. I get up and I instantly think I need to check my email. I want to see what's on Instagram. I want to read this book that I had to stop last night because I was tired or whatever. And I don't focus on the things I want to get done. I don't focus on things that will bring me very easy wins in the morning, very quick successes. Instead, I'm just automatically distracted. Your morning routine will change your life, my friends. Hal Elrod, author of The Morning Miracle, says that focused, productive, successful mornings generate focused, productive, successful days, which creates a successful life. Now, that sounds like something I want. It probably sounds like something you want. Who doesn't want a successful life and successful days? It starts the first moment that you wake up. So what are the benefits of a morning routine? Increased productivity. I know I want that. Who wouldn't want to get more done in the hours that we have in the day? I love this one. It can help you feel in control when you increase the structure of your morning. I feel like in today's society of highly distractive options between all of the social media apps, browsing Pinterest, your to-do list that just makes you feel more stressed out, I like feeling in control of my day, of my mood, of what I want to get done. And going along with that, when you feel more in control, you decrease your stress and anxiety and actually boost your energy levels. I'm sure you've heard Admiral McRaven, the Navy SEAL. He says that if you make your bed every morning, it will change your life. You will have accomplished the first task of the day, and it will give you this small sense of pride. And that win encourages you to seek out other wins. He says, quote, by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed would also reinforce that the little things in life matter. And if you can't do the little things right, you'll never do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you could come home to a bed that's made, that you made, and a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better, end quote. So I have a confession. I am so bad at making my bed. There's a reason I don't make videos of me cleaning my house on YouTube. I make lots of other videos, but they're not about cleaning my house because don't tell anybody, but I don't clean my house very well. I am usually jumping out of bed and running to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And I am bad at making my bed. So I am making a pledge to you right now. And if you want to make this pledge back to me, let's make our beds today. Let's make our beds tomorrow. And if this is something you already do, you're one step ahead of me. But this is a goal I am making right now publicly to you. I am going to make my bed today and tomorrow with the hope that it will give me that accomplished first task, a sense of pride, and then I will continue to be productive and get more done. Get all those small tasks done because I want to do the little things so that I can do the big things. This episode is brought to you by Rakuten. They are the cashback site for online shopping that I personally have been using for over 10 years. They were founded in 1997. They used to be called Ebates. So all you have to do is sign up with the link in the show notes, go on over to Rakuten and choose your store that you are online shopping at. Let's say it's Dick's Sporting Goods. So you click on the Dick's Sporting Goods, it takes you there and automatically gives you whatever you spend a percentage cash back in your account, which then you can cash out into your PayPal account. You can have a check sent to you. You can have it linked to your bank account. Since their founding in 97 to now, their 17 million members in the United States have earned over $3.7 billion cash back at their favorite stores. Some of my favorite stores that you can shop at are Ulta, Land's End, Dick's Sporting Goods, like I said, backcountry.com, Macy's, Brooks Running. They have hundreds of online stores. So if you haven't checked them out yet, I would recommend it. And let's get back to the episode. Here are my tips for you. What does a morning routine look like? Where do you even start? I'm going to give you 5 tips today for establishing a morning routine and things you can do and or not do that will help you be more productive, more in control, and give you those wins you need earlier in the day so you can have wins later in the day. Before we get going, keep in mind that the individuality of routines is important. So if these don't resonate with you, then come up with your own 5 items to establish your personal morning routine. You can use some of these, you can use all of these. This is really up to you. This is you setting up your morning routine. Let me give you my 5 tips, and then you can put together yours. Number 1, do not touch your phone. When you wake up in the morning, do not touch your phone. Don't do it. Resist. I know it's tempting. I know you want to see what's going on Instagram. I know you want to see if I have put out a new YouTube video. I know you want to go to the TikTok and see what other viral cleaning hack is there. I know that you want to do that. I know. However, checking your phone, and I'm going to add checking your email, is very reactionary in nature instead of being intentional with what you want to do. You're not actually accomplishing anything. You're wasting time. I know you can waste time later, but first thing in the morning, do not do it. In a study of over 1,000 individuals, 49% of the respondents reported checking their phones to be the first thing that they did. And 2 in 5 of those people also reported high stress levels. Checking your phone in the morning makes you automatically reactionary and will increase your stress level. So please put the phone down and walk away. Walk away from the phone, plug it in, leave it in a different room, and go do something else. And speaking of something else, let's move to step 2. Step 2 is going to be to do anything physical at all. The mental benefits of physical movement are unmatched. Yes, you can talk about like building muscle and your cardio engine and all those beneficial things as well. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I am talking about when you move your body, you change your brain. And this can be anything. You can walk, you can meditate, do yoga, breathing exercises, run, bike, pickleball, skiing, swimming, go play a round of golf, go hit a bucket of balls. It does not matter. Pick anything at all that you can move your body with, and that will change your brain. There is a book called Spark, The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain by John J. Rady. It is available on Amazon. I'll leave a link to that book down in the show notes for you. This book is absolutely fascinating. The experiments they did with high school students, they put together this fitness program in Illinois. The school district had 19,000 kids raise their test scores directly through exercise. It is so fascinating. So I highly recommend this book if you're into like science and research and experiments and the mental benefits of exercise. It's completely fascinating. It will change your brain chemistry, your ability to think better, smarter, harder, quicker. It literally changes the way that you think. The mental benefits of moving literally will change your life. In the same study that I referenced in step 1, when people chose activities in their morning routine, 43% of the people chose drinking coffee, 32% of the people chose exercising, and 26% of the people chose showering. The exercisers reported the highest levels of productivity and job satisfaction out of the people that chose coffee, exercise, and showering. The exercisers had the highest levels of productivity and job satisfaction. Isn't that fascinating? Okay, let's move on to step 3, which is to get ready for the day. This is your self-care step. I do also want to mention that you are still not touching your phone. Now, please take a shower. Please get dressed. And for the ladies that need to spend some time on their hair and makeup, I will allow like a podcast listen, which you can do on your phone if you want to do that, but you're not checking social media, okay? But you can listen to a podcast or something, a TED Talk, something that stimulates your brain while you get ready for the day, because you will not feel productive like you can get things done, like you can have those successes if you're wandering around in your jammies or your torn leggings and a stinky sweatshirt, or your hair in a ratty ponytail, when you look in the mirror, you go, oh my gosh. I mean, at least that's what I do. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'm like, wow, she needs a lot of work. So even if it's just a quick face wash, a teeth brush, a little bit of mascara, little bit of chapstick, right? Put yourself together a little bit. You will feel more confident and ready to tackle the rest of the day. Step 4, eat breakfast with protein and fat. This is so fascinating. I think in America, most of our breakfasts are carb based. And listen, I am not afraid of carbs. I love carbs. I am here for a bagel or some granola or something like that. However, if you struggle with any kind of anxiety or mental health issues, the studies have shown that a breakfast with protein and fat only, save your carbs for later in the day, will help your brain be more productive, lower your stress levels, and then obviously it improves your appetite control. It can improve your weight management if you're going for that, and it can help control your blood sugar levels without a big spike and a drop. But I just think the studies that show that a protein and a fat for breakfast can reduce your stress levels, if you tend to be a high stress person, are absolutely fascinating. And who doesn't love to start their day with bacon and eggs? Am I right or am I right? When I get to heaven, I'm going to hug the guy that invented bacon and do that Wayne's World. I'm not worthy. I'm going to do that to the guy that invented bacon. Bacon is amazing. And speaking of, side note, I recently got the Kirkland from Costco thick cut bacon. Wow. 10 out of 10 recommend. So salty, so delicious. It was worth it. It was expensive and it was worth it. It was so delicious. Okay, step 5, we're jumping back to the be intentional, not reactional part, okay? I know that you need to read your emails and you need to check your text messages and you need to look at these things a lot of the time for your job or see what's going on and help people out. I get it. However, we're going to push those back to lunch or after lunch. In the morning, I know that you're going to have your to-do list of things that you want to get done that day. You're going to start there. You're going to be intentional with your tasks instead of reacting to an email or to a text. We'll save that for later in the day. No one is going to have a crisis in the first couple hours of the day if they have to wait a little bit to get an email response from you. You can wait a few hours. So look at your to-do list, look at the things you really, really want to get done and do those first. We're being intentional with your time. Those are my steps. Quick wrap up. Number 1, don't touch your phone. Step 2, do anything physical at all. Number 3, actually get ready for the day. 4, breakfast with protein and fat. And 5, be intentional instead of reacting, AKA do not read your email, do not check your text messages until later on in the day. Start with your to-do list. I don't always love waking up in the morning because I love sleep more than anything. And like I said, I am not great at starting the day with making my bed or doing all the things that I need to do. But I do know that when I focus on a morning routine that looks like this, I have a successful day. I have a productive day. And when I have a successful morning and day and week, I'm happier. And then I get more successful days in the future, which leads to successful months and years and life. So hopefully you try some of these tips to help you establish a morning routine that works for you. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Leave me a review if you are so inclined. And if you have a question you want me to tackle in the podcast, shoot me a DM at FrugalFitMom6, where I gain a lot of my topics for this. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you next time.